Welcome back to the channel. It is June 14th, and this is going to be the breakdown for the showdown slate on June 15th between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Brooklyn Nets. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much. That's why I'm showing you the main page of my channel right here, 383 subscribers. Thank you. I appreciate it, and I'm loving the views. Let's keep supporting the channel. Let's keep growing. We're almost at 500. Next goal is going to be 1K. And I'm glad you're along for the ride at the beginning, man, because it's only going to get better. More improvements to come day by day. I'm going to be working on this. This is going to be the next step. This is going to be, another thing to do on the side. And maybe it's my future being my main. So that's the goal. So we will see. Let's get into today's slate that we got going. Obviously, Draftkings starting off first. 1 game slate, so salary. We're not doing the 7K and below. And we already understand. We have an injured Brooklyn Nets team down to 1 star. No Kyrie Irving, no James Harden. That leaves Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, 100% should be your captain, okay? He should. 100%. All right? In majority of the lineups, put Kevin Durant in your captain spot. But there are going to be other options. And I'm here to show you the other options, all right? I'm not just going to be plain Jane. You click on anyone else's video. Salvetri, I don't know. Who else? Freaking Asimo. Go to one of their videos and let them tell you Kevin Durant and, have fun. Okay? We understand that. Because when you do that, you're going to be forced to playing some ugly guys at 1K. They're going to get no minutes. Is Alize Johnson going to get minutes? Probably not. Is Timothy Luwawu going to get minutes? Probably not. Is Jeff Green going to get minutes? No. Is DeAndre Jordan going to get minutes? No. It puts you in a very compromised position, okay? So, here's some other options. Obviously, we love Giannis. Giannis is a top-tier candidate at that captain spot. So, with an injured Brooklyn Nets team, what are the other guys outside of the core that are going to step up in place for them? The first one I'm going to talk about is going to be Joe Harris. This is a top-tier three-point shooter. This is the same Joe Harris that beat Stephen Curry in the three-point shooting contest. Don't act like you forgot. Joe Harris is a lethal three-point shooter, one of the top three-point shooters in NBA history. Okay, I'm saying it now because he is. He's just a very good three-point shooter. And I understand he came from the Cavaliers. You thought he was nothing, and he turned into something. He made something out of himself. He has a nice little game where he fakes the three and goes hard to the basket. He can make a layup. He's going to be a huge key for the Brooklyn Nets offense to help provide offense and relief for Kevin Durant, because he's not going to be able to do it by himself. He needs the team to come through for him. Joe Harris is going to be that guy. He already has some huge games. We saw it earlier in the playoffs. Right here, a 43 bomb. This is what we're expecting. You see this game against Boston, 29 minutes, 9 of 14 shooting, 7 of 10 from the 3-point line, and the kid is home. He's home in his home court, knocking down threes. You see the upside. 43 DK, 25 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. The upside is there. Okay, Joe Harris can be that guy. And if he has a game like that and you have him at the captain spot, your lineups is going to skyrocket. It doesn't matter what Kevin Durant does unless he has like a 100-point game. As he has a ridiculous game. But the salary you're saving to put him at the captain spot and you put Kevin Durant under, then you can fit in Giannis, then you can fit in Middleton, then you can fit in whatever guy whoever you want. I'm telling you, I understand. Kevin Durant is the main focus for captain, but you need to have some other eggs in your basket. Can't put all your eggs in one basket and expect it to hit. No, that's not how these guys make lineups. They make hundreds and hundreds of lineups. Different variations. They have, 10% here of Kevin Durant and captain spot, 10% of Joe Harris, 10% of this guy, 10% of that guy. They got everything mostly covered. And as long as one of them hits, they'll be happy. If one of them gets to the top, that first place, you already cashed. You already made your profit. That's how these sharks do it. All right. Another guy we're going to look at is going to be Mike James, 4,800. And the util spot obviously is going to be more expensive in the captain spot if you're willing, if you got balls to do it. All right. We're going with Mike James. This kid has the upside, been overseas for most of his basketball career, came back over to the NBA. You've seen the upside. He was playing alongside Kyrie and KD, still got you 30 minutes, 26 DK, and 24 minutes and 21 DK. So you know the kid can shoot the ball. He's been very efficient from the three-point line. He has a nice little dribble game, a nice little fadeaway jumper. He's small, but he's quick and can shoot. Nice little bounce in his legs. Mike James is someone you can look at and look forward to play definitely in the util spot. That's a lock. Are you willing to put him in the captain spot? I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to take a shot, throw a little couple shekels on him there because the upside is there. If he's doing 26 and 21 with Kyrie on the court and he's not the main distributor and the lead dog bringing up the ball, then I can only imagine once he takes full account of the offense and sharing the wealth. So I love Mike James at 4,800 or the captain price. It doesn't matter. I'm going to play him because the cast outside of the core is going to have to step up for the Brooklyn Nets. This is a not must-win situation. Obviously, if they lose, then it's going to be a must-win situation. But Mike James is in a position where he can show off his skills. And this is a great opportunity for him. Next guy, we got Kevin Durant's best buddy, Jeff Green, from back in the Supersonic old days here. Jeff Green knows Kevin Durant like the back of his hand. They've been playing together for so long. And Kevin Durant trusts him. With Jeff Green coming in, probably he might start. I think he might start because he started the second half of the game in Milwaukee. So I expect him to start again. If he doesn't, that's fine. That's fine. But this man can shoot the three ball. We've seen it before against Chicago, 5 or 6, Cleveland, 3 or 4, Denver, 3 or 4, Dallas, 2 or 4. He shoots the three ball at a very high clip. He has developed that into he was always a great, a nice mid-range shooter. Now he can shoot that three ball at a very high clip. He's had 20-point games already in the season, multiple 20-point games already in the season. So this is going to be another opportunity for him to step up. I want points from him. I want rebounds. With the minutes, he should get the rebounds as well. In his first game back from injury, from injury from it's been like a month. He got you 15 DK, 8 points, and 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Okay, I'm expecting maybe a double-double. Hopefully a double-double, but definitely at least 15 points from him and maybe some other peripherals. I like Jeff Green at this nice, cheap price. You're getting at 4K if you put him in at the util spot. Some other guys to look at is going to be Brook Lopez. Obviously, he's been killing the boards, 11 and 11 in back-to-back games. He has the size advantage. We want a little more points from him, but he can get you there in other ways. So 31 DK, only got 3 points, but the key was 6 blocks. And then the next game, got 11 rebounds, only 6 points, but the key was 3 steals. So 3 steals and 1 assist. So the little stuff like that, he can get you there because he's such a big body and a factor. They're going to want him to take advantage of the mismatch. Obviously, we like Blake Griffin at 6,800. So some other guys, I'm not going to PJ Tucker. That was one cute game, but he probably is going to get into foul trouble again. I'm not going there. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Not at this price. Not at 5,200 for what? For who? PJ Tucker? No. I'm not doing it. Look at that. 4, 5, 17. And that's at 2,400. I'm not paying $3,000 more for this guy. Yeah, you're out of your mind. I'm not doing it. Other guys to look forward to, is going to be Bobby Portis. He's been getting solid minutes, and especially if PJ Tucker gets into foul trouble, Bobby Portis is going to be stepping in, and he's going to get some opportunity to put up some points, play some solid defense. And then last but not least is going to be Nicholas Claxton. That sneeze wants to come, guys. That sneeze wants to come, but I'm trying to hold it off. The other guy we're going to look at is going to be Nicholas Claxton. He's been getting solid minutes off the bench. Very high motor guy, long, lanky. He's been doing a solid job, help defense on Giannis because of his length and height. His points is usually like putback dunks or like little layups or whatever. But the key for him is going to be rebounding, blocks, He's a big factor in those two areas. If you need a cheap punt play to fill in the bottom of your roster just to get you a little bit of something, Nicholas Claxton is going to be the guy for me, because once you get under that, it's no man's land. Tyler Johnson doesn't get minutes. Alize Johnson doesn't get minutes. Timothy Luwawu doesn't get minutes. It goes on and on, okay? So that is going to be tomorrow's and or today's core. Let's look over at FanDuel. Look at some of the prices. Kevin Durant is at 15,500. I like that price. I'm willing to pay it. That's understandable. They give you extra salary on FanDuel anyway. I filled out a whole lineup and I have $1,500 left. And I just did just the plays that I have here. Obviously, you want to put in, if you want to, put in some more Milwaukee Bucks. You know, you might want to take out another Brooklyn Net or so, but that's up to you. All right. Mike James at a nice solid price, 9,500. They're all in the same range. According to FanDuel, this is like the mid-range. That 9K range is the mid-range. The bottom is going to be 6K, and you don't want none of these guys. If you want to, maybe Bryn Forbes, but he's been absolutely horrible. Pat Connaughton is a question mark. The cheapest I would go is Nicholas Claxton at 75. So a $1,500 difference right there. That's the bottom of the mid tier. So you're looking at guys like Mike James, Joe Harris, and Jeff Green on FanDuel. And if you want some other Milwaukee Bucks, it's going to be Bobby Portis. But 10 minutes, they're kind of telling you the story right here. They want you to go mid range. These are the guys that get minutes. These are the guys that get minutes here. Holiday, Middleton, Bruce Brown, Blake Griffin, Mike James, Joe Harris. Those are the guys that get minutes. Maybe one of the guys at the bottom you put in your util just to fit in, but most of your salary is going to go to this mid to top. So you might need a cheaper guy at that MVP spot. You might. It could be like I told you, it's because how the money is situated here. Unless you're willing to put up zeros, but I highly doubt that. Let's look over to FanDuel and check the props for today, and that is going to be the first one I'm going to start with is going to be Kevin Durant to score 35 points plus at minus 136. I'm going to take that every single day. He's going to get there. Just trust me. He's going to get there. 35 points. In the previous game, he got 28. Game for that, 30. Game before that is 32, and then 29. So with no Kyrie and no James Harden, him by himself, I fully expect him to get 35 at least. You could take that prop and take it to the next level and say 40 plus points if you want to and get plus money. If you're willing to do that, do it. Kevin Durant should have a big outcoming game. He has to put the team on his back. He has to put the team on his back in other ways than just scoring, being a leader in every other facet. Another prop that I like is going to be Joe Harris, 20 points plus. You could take the 15 points, but I seen the plus 280. You could take the 20 points as well. I think Joe Harris gets you at least 20 points. It's whatever you're comfortable with. If you don't feel like taking a risk, Joe Harris is definitely at least going to get you 15 points. At least. That's a lock. So we like Joe Harris at 15 or 20. And then last but not least is going to be Brook Lopez at 8 plus rebounds. I just showed you before in back-to-back games. He got you 11 and 11. Before that, let's see. Was it 8? Was it 8 anyway? That would cover. No, it was 11, 11, 6, and 5. Okay? So he's taking advantage of his size. As long as he's getting his minutes, he's going to have an opportunity to get those rebounds. And I like him to at least to get you 8. I think that's a solid prop at plus 152 with that type of size. I'm not asking for a double-double. I'm just asking for rebounds. I think that's a decent shot. I like the props that we got going tomorrow and the core that we got going tomorrow. Let me know how you guys feel in that comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessNichSD, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Peace out.